All right, guys, today we're checking out the Ancheer RoverH all-terrain fat tire e-bike. So at first glance, I really like the design of this bike. It's just some black with some blue accents over here. So something that you can take on various terrain, you know, probably some off-road. Now it is really cold here in Michigan, so this is actually the perfect bike and the perfect weather to test something like this. Right now it's snowing. It's about 20 degrees or so. So we'll test it out. We'll bring it through some trails and see how it performs. Before we do all that, let's walk through all the features. So here we have 26 by 4-inch puncture-resistant all-terrain tires. Kind of has a dual sport tread, so you could definitely ride this on the streets or off-road. Got the integrated fender over here. Also got a front suspension fork with the lockout adjustment over here, and I believe the preload adjustment. A very bright integrated headlight. I like the style of this thing. Very good for riding at night. Here we have mechanical disc brakes with a 180 millimeter rotor. I'm not a big fan of the mechanical disc brakes. For me, they always need adjusting. Hydraulic disc brakes feel a little bit more responsive, but you know, in terms of cost, this makes it a little bit more affordable. For the battery, we have a UL certified 48 volt 15 amp hour removable battery, and it's integrated right into the frame. This makes it really stealthy, matches the bike. So I love this design. I love this style. It's just one of those things where it blends seamlessly with the frame. You also have the charging port over here if you want to charge the battery when it's installed in the bike. Up top, we have the ergonomic rubber grip. You have a left-mounted black and white LCD display, Shimano 7-speed shifter. You got the light controls on off, a horn, and then a half twist throttle. The saddle seat is pretty plush, pretty comfortable, and I believe there's some springs on the bottom over here to absorb some shocks when you're riding. Here we have an integrated rear rack, great for transporting cargo, integrated rear fender to keep all the debris and water off your back. We have the integrated taillight, but there is no brake functionality, so if you hit the brakes, it's not gonna get brighter. Back here we have the 750 watt rear hub motor. It doesn't say on the website if it's 750 watt rated or peak. I'm guessing 750 watt rated, but who knows. Here's a look at the 7-speed derailleur, and the total weight of this bike is, I believe, 90 pounds. So now that we've gone over all the features of the Ancheer RoverH, let's take it out for its first ride.
The RoverH has a step-over aluminum alloy frame with a UL certified 48-volt, 15-amp-hour removable battery neatly integrated into the down tube. It's also equipped with a 750-watt rear hub motor that pushes it to speeds past 20 miles per hour. A left-mounted LCD display shows battery life, speed, and distance, and the fat 26 by 4-inch puncture-resistant tires, combined with a front suspension fork, are ready to tackle any terrain. Performance-wise, the RoverH has 5 levels of pedal assist, which are tuned to optimize power on both the streets and trails. Our max top speed on flat terrain was only 20 miles per hour, which might not break records, but is plenty for trail riding. It's also marketed with a range of up to 50 miles, which may be possible with the lowest pedal assist level and highest gearing. In terms of comfort, the RoverH features a front suspension fork and a dual spring shock absorbing seat, although the lack of a rear suspension might leave you feeling bumps along rougher trails. And finally, the integrated rear rack is a nice addition for those looking to haul gear.
All right, first ride with the Ancheer RoverH. I'm gonna do a little parking lot ride here, and then we'll kick it off to Sully, and he'll ride it through the trails. All right, so the bike is a little bit tall for me. I think if you're 5'7" and up, you'll be fine. I'm a short rider, 5'5". It is what it is. This is how I look on it. Okay, let's get started. Let's put it on pedal assist level 1. Okay, no throttle. Get right into it. Okay, so the pedal assist, very natural, not really kicking in too much, and so for the weight of this bike, it feels like it's just a little too heavy. So probably wouldn't really use pedal assist level 1 too much. Let's bump it up to 3. Still no throttle. There we go. Okay, motor kicks in right away. Definitely more power. It's giving just enough power for the weight of this bike. So that feels really natural. I like how it comes in, very smooth. Still no throttle, just pedaling. Very easy to maneuver. You definitely feel these fat tires, 26-inch fat tires, gripping the road. You know, salt over here for the ice. And it's handling it pretty well. Front suspension fork feels okay. All right, pedal assist level 5. Okay, 100% power. Let's give it some throttle. Yeah, plenty of power. Now we're just trying to see how, you know, how the pedal assist feels, how the power kicks in, and This feels really good for, you know, definitely for beginners or intermediate riders. It doesn't feel like it's too strong, that you'll get thrown off balance. It feels just right. Front suspension fork is probably not absorbing a lot from my weight, so that probably has to be adjusted. But you know, it's handling it okay. There's no rear suspension, so I'm feeling every bump here. But if you had to, you know, go over some grass or some off-road for, you know, just a short amount of time, should be fine. The big 26-inch, 4-inch tires, these fat tires are just, you know, gripping the terrain, even with all this ice and snow. I don't feel like I'm off balance at all. Yeah. This is actually kind of a perfect bike for, you know, for this kind of weather here in Michigan in the winter. It's January. All right, so now let's just test the mechanical disc brakes. All right, squeeze the brakes. We did adjust the brakes a little bit, but I still had to really squeeze for it to stop. Again, I'm a fan of hydraulic disc brakes, not so much mechanical, but this what keeps this bike affordable. Yeah, first impressions with the Ancheer RoverH, not bad. You know, it's an affordable fat tire all-terrain e-bike. We've tested a lot of these bikes, you know, sort of the fat tire all-terrain e-bike, and most of them are more or less the same. I would say that nothing about this feels like they skimped out in terms of quality. Really affordable for what it is. You could get it on Amazon. It looks nice. It looks sleek for something that is an affordable e-bike. I don't know what else to say. We'll kick it off to Sully, who'll ride it on the trails, and then hopefully that'll give you guys some perspective on whether the Ancheer RoverH is a right bike for you.
So right away, you definitely can tell it's a hardtail, so you're going to want to stand up on some pretty rough terrain. The brakes could be better, but that being said, they're not terrible. A little creak. Up and over the logs. Very cool, very cool. Just a chill guy riding his e-bike through the woods. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of water again. Oh, I don't know if Rick knew about this. We're gonna try and take it easy through the muddy spots here. Let's go down this way. I mean, the brakes work. They just don't lock up the tires, which I would love them to actually lock up. That'd be kind of cool. All right, let's try a little incline here. Not much run-up room. Little bump. Oop. Nice tight trees. Gotta watch for those. Yeah, I mean, it's icy, very icy, snow covered. I'm not having any grip issues with these big knobbies. They're very solid. Let's try the pedal assist out here. Put it down in a lower gear. So all that before was throttle. Now I'm on just pedaling. No throttle at all. Try a different direction this time. Woo! Yeah, the pedal assist is aggressive, but it's good. It's good that it's aggressive, but it's could be less aggressive, and it would still be good. Another pretty steep incline, although I know camera never does it justice. Still no throttle up that entire hill. That was all pedal assist. I've got the Shimano in gear 4 out of 7. Definitely a cool trail here. Don't know if I fully trust my hands being this cold. I can't even tell if I'm holding on to the handlebars or not. Yeah, this thing is like the perfect speed for trails. I mean, going any faster than 20 through something like this is just treacherous without some really good suspension. Like I'm talking like some like dirt jumper mountain bike stuff. So yeah, I just want to give people as much space as I possibly can. But this thing, the brakes do not work how you would expect them to. They drag like really hard before they actually bite and lock up.
So here's what we like. The 26-inch fat tires provide a stable and comfortable ride on various surfaces. The integrated cargo rack adds practicality for everyday chores or long adventures, and the overall power setup are well suited for off-road explorations. But here's some things to consider. The absence of rear suspension can make rough terrain less comfortable. The mechanical disc brakes don't feel quite strong enough for the bike's weight and power, which can be an issue when trying to stop quickly. And the top speed may disappoint those looking for a faster electric mountain bike. Overall, the Ancheer RoverH is an affordable choice for anyone looking to blend city commuting with trail riding. While it may not satisfy seasoned riders who want more speed, its design and utility make it a compelling option for those looking for an e-bike without breaking the bank. So what do you think about the Ancheer RoverH? Is this the all-terrain e-bike you've been looking for? Or do you want more? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.